Hello, my amazing family, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking on the easiest way to know if a guy truly loves you. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you some tips or some things to consider before you actually judge if he truly loves you. So let's jump right into this video. So the first way and the most easiest way to know if a guy actually or truly loves you is if he's attracted to your vision and not just your beauty, and he's willing to help you achieve this vision of yours. So if you have any kind of passion and this guy is loving you and he's attracted to this passion of yours too, and is dedicated to helping you achieve this goal or vision, then just know that this guy actually and really loves you. The second tip is that this guy introduces you to important people in his life, not just his friends, but to his family members, to his pastor, to his co-workers. He just introduces you to important people in his life, especially to his neighbors, because there are people who knows exactly what he does when you are not around. So you may want to consider that if he introduces you to important people. This guy is not ashamed of you, he's not ashamed to tell people about you, then I think this guy actually loves you. The third way to actually know if this guy truly loves you is if he doesn't think he's smarter than you and he takes advice from you, even if not all the time, but he still doesn't think he's smarter than you. He still doesn't look at you as a kid, or he still doesn't look at you as a dumb person. He's willing to learn from you, he's willing to hear what you have to say, and he doesn't just tell you please keep quiet, you don't know what you're saying, or he doesn't just tell you just remove your mouth from this matter, don't say anything, I don't want to hear your opinion. Or even if he doesn't say that harshly, but he never thinks you can say anything, or he never think you can say anything that is sensible or meaningful, because he thinks you are too small, or because he thinks you are just a woman, or because he thinks you are not educated. If he behaves this way, just know that this guy doesn't love you. But if he's willing to take advice from you, if he's willing to be teached, or if he's teachable and lets you teach him sometimes, even if not all the time, then just know that this guy actually loves you. The fourth way to know if this guy actually loves you is if he includes you in his future plans. If there is any conversation and you find yourself being portrayed in his future plans, or in a plan that he made for his future, have conversations with him and you get to know that when we get married, when you start having children, when you start doing this, when you start doing this and stuff like that, not just when I get married or when I buy a new house. Just conversations that include you in his future will make you know that this guy actually loves you, because anyone who loves you will actually want you to be included in his future. Even if it doesn't work at the end of the day, just know that this guy at a point really loves you. So if this guy is always including you in his future plan, then know that this guy. The last tip I have for you is if a guy truly loves you, he will be patient with you. If you are a student, this guy is going to be patient till you graduate, or he's going to be patient to marry you and see you through school. He's not going to hurry you to give him sex. He's not just going to hurry you about sex, because love is patient, love is kind, love endures all things. He's not just going to hurry you for sex, he's not going to hurry you for a lot of things. And a guy who loves you will not ask you to have kids for him before he actually pays your bride price. He will not ask you to get pregnant first before he pays your bride price. Somebody telling you to get pregnant first just means they don't trust you and they don't believe you can actually give birth. So you are not a laboratory animal that someone will ask you for a kid first before they marry you, because children are not the reason for marriage. So at the end of the day, your mind, your instinct, your spirit is going to tell you who loves you and who doesn't love you, because we ladies have this spirit in us that will always tell us this person is true and this person is fake. So with every advice you receive, and with you knowing within you that this person is out for me and this person is not, you should know who actually loves you and who doesn't. And anyone that is a time waster, leave that person. Don't be too greedy to hold on to what you know you can never have. Leave that person and move on with your next, and move on with your life. Anyone that doesn't like you, please leave them. So what to actually consider before you conclude that he doesn't love you, or before you conclude that he actually loves you. So there are factors that you need to. One of these factors is his upbringing. The way a child is brought up is really has an impact in how they show you love. So if a guy was brought up with both parents who love each other and they are always gifting each other and always showing their affections and all that, he's going to learn from the parents and he's going to show you that kind of love. But if he's brought up by a single parent who never experienced love and touch, he might love you in his heart, but he can't really express that love the way you may want to get this love, or you may not really know that this love is real or for you, because this guy was brought up in a different background. If a guy is brought up in a background where everybody is on their own, nobody cares about the other person, he may actually love you, but that care might not be so strong in his body or in his heart, even though he might show you love the other way. So the second factor to consider before you judge his love is his love language. A lot of people who are not learned, or who has not who have not gone through what love language is, do not know your own love language, or they know their own love language. Sometimes this love language, we have act of service, words of affirmation, gifts, so everybody have a different love language, maybe a combination of two or more, but everybody cannot share the same love language. So if you don't share the same love language with your partner, it is definitely going to be something contradicting, because this guy may want to show you love based on how he understands love, and you may not understand that way. So before you judge his love, you may want to know how he's showing you love, or his love language, before you conclude that he actually loves you or does not love you. So the other thing you may want to consider is his temperament. Everybody has a different temperament. We have 4 types of temperament, which is the choleric, phlegmatic, sanguine, melancholy. So everybody has a way of giving love. A melancholy can be very detailed with how they give you love. A sanguine might be very loud with how they give you love. A phlegmatic might just be the least person to show you how much they love you, even if deep down their heart they actually do love you. And the choleric might just be too pushy about their love, and because anything they want they actually get. So you may want to consider this guy's temperament before you judge his love. And another thing that you may want to consider is the pressure he is going through at that point in his life. So pressure changes the way people react or respond to love. So the way the kind of pressure someone is going through, maybe in the family, at his workplace, or general in life, may affect the way they show you love. So before you take any relationship advice, you may want to know that everybody is different, with different upbringing, with different temperaments, with different love language, and with different understanding, and you just don't jump into conclusion with how someone loves you and believe that this person does not actually love you. So now, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you really learned from it.